news updates. I am ABIODUN Janet. We are glad you're joining us this morning. Now to our headlines. Refiners kick as marketers dump Dangote refinery for imported petrol. More Nigerians embrace rail transport as revenue jumps by 53% to 1.69 billion naira Q2 NBS. NAFDAC shuts Maiduguri market where traders sun-dried drugs for resale after devastating flood. Shettima to represent Tinubu at 79th UNGA. Tambuwa's aide accused of defaming Sokoto government gets bail. Yaya Bello still wanted by EFCC. Rwanda becomes first in Africa to begin monkeypox vaccination. IGP Edetoko redeploys Tunji Disu, other police commissioners in strategic command shakeup. In international news, China urges developed nations to take responsibility for climate change impact on developing countries. U.S. sheriff charged with murder after judge shot dead. Israel strikes Lebanon, files Iran-backed assassination plot amid escalating tensions. In sports, Mark Lawrence predicts Man City versus Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool games. Champions League, Boniface proud to make the board with Bayer Leverkusen. More updates on the highlights after this short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Updates on the highlights. More Nigerians embrace rail transport as revenue jumps by 53% to 1.69 billion naira. More Nigerians are beginning to embrace the rail transportation systems as revenue rose to 1.69 billion naira in the second quarter of 2024, reflecting a 53.14% increase compared to the 1.10 billion naira recorded in the same period of 2023. This data was disclosed by the National Bureau of Statistics in its report released on Thursday. In 2023, the Nigerian Railway Corporation generated 1.7 billion naira as revenue from passengers. According to the report, a total of 689,263 passengers traveled by rail in Q2, representing a growth rate of 45.38% compared to 474,117 passengers in the corresponding quarter in 2023. The volume of goods transported via rail also saw a significant increase, with 143,759 tons moved in Q2 2024, up from 56,936 tons in Q2 2023. NAFDAC shuts Maiduguri market, where traders sun-dried drugs for resale after devastating flood. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has shut down the Gomboru drug market in Maiduguri, Borno State, where contaminated drugs were washed and sun-dried for resale following the devastating flood that hit the state. A post on the agency's X handle said it ordered the closure of drug market after the recent flooding submerged the market and the drugs became contaminated. After the recent flooding in Maiduguri that submerged the Gomboru drug market, where contaminated drugs were washed and sun-dried for resale, the @DGAT NAFDAC ordered the immediate closure of the market to conduct a thorough shop-to-shop removal of these compromised drugs. NAFDAC wrote, the Maiduguri flood crisis was caused by the rupture of the Alau Dam on the Ingada River, 20 kilometers 12 miles south of Maiduguri. The severe flooding claimed at least 30 lives and forced 400,000 people from their homes. Refiners kick as marketers dump Dangote refinery for imported petrol. Crude Oil Refiners Association of Nigeria has kicked against a move by petrol marketers to import premium motor spirit petrol despite the availability of Dangote refinery petrol. Publicity Secretary of Koran, H.A. Idoko, made this known in a statement condemning the move. Its comments comes as a report emerged that 141 million liters of PMS are being conveyed to Nigeria by oil vessels following the full deregulation of the downstream oil sector by the federal government. Recall that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company on Monday announced a fresh price list for its retail outlets nationwide upon the lifting of Dangote petrol. According to the NNPCL, the price adjustment will see petrol sold between 950 naira to 1,019.22 naira per litre depending on the location. This comes after NNPCL trucks successfully lifted petrol from Dangote refinery on Sunday. The development had created a price controversy between Dangote refinery and NNPC. NNPC had insisted that it bought Dangote petrol at a per litre pump price of 898 naira, but the 650,000 barrels per day Lagos-based refinery had disagreed with the state-owned firm. Shettima to represent Tinubu at 79th UNGA. President Bola Tinubu will not attend the 79th United Nations General Assembly session in New York this year. The president has directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to lead Nigeria's delegation. This was contained in a statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga. The statement noted that the President Tinubu will return to the country last Sunday after his trip to China, and the United Kingdom wants to focus on domestic issues and address some of the country's challenges, especially after the recent devastating flooding in parts of the country. More updates and highlights after the short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. And highlights coming up. Tambuwa's aide accused of defaming Sokoto government gets bail. A Sokoto Chief Magistrate Court has granted bail to Shafiu Umar, who is standing trial for allegedly circulating falsehoods against Governor Ahmad Aliyu and his wife on social media. Umaru, 37, who was the special assistant to former Governor Aminu Tambuwa, is charged with circulating injurious falsehood defamatory contents against the incumbent governor and his wife. The prosecution said the defendant circulated a video of the governor's wife, Fatima Aliyu, spraying money during a birthday ceremony, despite the present hardship faced by citizens. The defendant had pleaded not guilty to the charges and was earlier remanded in a correctional center. Ruling on the bail application filed by the lead defense counsel, Al-Mustafa Abubakar, the trial judge Fatima Azan granted Umar bail in the sum of 1 million naira with a surety in like sum. Yaya Bello still wanted by EFCC. More news and updates coming up after this short break. Stay tuned. controversy between the former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has taken center stage on Wednesday. Yaya Bello's media aide said the controversy between the former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has taken center stage. On Wednesday, Yaya Bello's media aide said the former governor had honored the invitation of the anti-graft agency over alleged money laundering, breach of trust, and misappropriation of 80.2 billion naira. Yaya Bello was said to have visited the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Abuja, accompanied by Usman Ododo, the governor of Kogi State, but was asked to leave without being interrogated. The EFCC, however, in a statement, denied that the former governor was the agency's custody, adding that Bello remains wanted. Yaya Bello's media aide raised alarm, and people suspected to be operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission surrounded the Kogi government lodge in Ashokoro last night in an attempt to forcefully arrest the former governor, and were shooting sporadically. They called on Nigerians to hold the EFCC accountable if anything were to happen to him. IGP Egbetokun redeploys Tunji Disu and other police commissioners in strategic command shake-up. Inspector General of Police (IGP) Kayode Egbetokun has implemented a significant reshuffle of police leadership, redeploying commissioners of police in Rivers, Delta, and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). This move, announced by Muyiwa Adejobi, spokesperson for the Nigerian Police Force, aims to enhance the operational efficiency of the force and address security challenges more effectively across the country. According to the announcement, Olatunji Disu, previously serving as the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, will now head the FCT command. Abaniwanda Olufemi, who was in charge of the Delta State Police Command, has been transferred to Rivers State, and while Peter Okpara, former Commissioner of Police for the FCT, will take charge of Delta State Police Command. Rwanda becomes first in Africa to begin monkeypox vaccination. Rwanda has launched the first monkeypox vaccination campaign in Africa, marking a significant step in the continent's fight against the disease. As of Tuesday, the country administered 300 doses of the vaccine to high-risk individuals in a border region with the Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC). Jean Kasheya, Director General of the African Center for Disease Control, Africa CDS, confirmed the commencement of the campaign, stating the urgency of curbing the outbreak. He also pointed out the need for local vaccine production, stating they are working closely with their manufacturers and partners to ensure these vaccines are produced in Africa. In international news, China urges developed nations to take responsibility for climate change impact on developing countries. The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Yu Dunhai, has called on developed countries to mop up climatic challenges they caused in developing countries, insisting that there is urgent need for them to take responsibility for international injustices, especially regarding climate change. He stated this in Abuja on Thursday at a seminar on taking new opportunities for China-Nigeria cooperation in deepening reform in the new era. Yu said it was unfair for developed nations to transfer the burden of development on developing countries, especially climate change and other challenges caused as a result of industrialization. U.S. sheriff charged with murder after judge shot dead. A county sheriff was charged with murder Thursday after he allegedly shot and killed a district court judge in the southern U.S. state of Kentucky, Letcher County. Sheriff Mikey Steins was taken into custody in connection with a shooting at the Letchia County Courthouse. The Louisville, Korea Journal newspaper reported it was charged with one count of murder in the first degree, according to CBS News. A spokesman for police told the outlet that the shooting occurred after an argument between Steins and George Kevin Mullins, 54, in the latter's office. Investigators have not yet announced a motive. Israel strikes Lebanon, vows Iran-backed assassination plot amid escalating tensions. Israel has launched airstrikes on southern Lebanon Thursday, targeting Hezbollah stronghold amid escalating tensions between the two foes. The strikes came a day after explosions rocked Hezbollah's communication equipment, sparking fears of an all-out war. The Israeli military confirmed hitting multiple targets, including a Hezbollah weapons storage facility, in response to Wednesday's projectile attacks. Hezbollah's handheld radios detonated across southern Lebanon Wednesday, killing no one but sowing disarray. The previous day, hundreds of pagers used by Hezbollah exploded, killing 12, including children, and injuring nearly thousands. Israeli security services revealed that they had thwarted an Iran-backed assassination plot, arresting an Israeli citizen with ties to Turkey. In sports, Mark Norrisson predicts Man City vs Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool games. Liverpool legend Mark Lawrenson has predicted the Premier League match day fixtures taking place this weekend in England. West Ham United will tackle Chelsea at the London Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Manchester United will clash with Crystal Palace in an away Premier League game on Saturday evening. Manchester City has hosted Arsenal on Sunday evening at the Etihad Stadium, providing his prediction. Lawrenson told Paddy Power. West Ham 1-1 Chelsea, Aston Villa 2, Wolves 0, Fulham 2, Newcastle 1. Manchester City 1 and Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2, Tottenham 2, and Brentford 0. Champions League, Boniface proud to make debut with Bayer Leverkusen. Victor Boniface has expressed his excitement after playing his first UEFA Champions League game for Bayer Leverkusen. Boniface made his debut in the competition in Bayer Leverkusen's 4-0 rout of Feyenoord at the stadium Rotterdam on Thursday night. The 23-year-old was in action for 62 minutes in the encounter. The Nigerian was replaced by Patrick Schick. The forward recounted his early days in Akure, where he had just 30 naira to watch Champions League matches at the 323 Army Barracks. From paying 30 naira to watch Champions League football for nights back then, for 323 Army Barrack Akure, to playing my first Champions League game, proud of this moment, he wrote on X. And that was Ayogen Morning News Update. I am ABIODUN Janet. Coming up is ìròyìn tó ń gbéná fẹ́lifẹ́li with Mr. Odedokun Isaiah. Till then, stay tuned and good day.